Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Just as I went live here, I'm hearing in the open comms, you can't hear it yet, it's saying, Palidore's waiting. I don't want to make him angry. Don't worry, I don't get angry. That's a lie. No, I don't mind. It's bright and early for me, and when I say that, I mean it's 10 a.m., but you know what, for me, that's mighty early. But we're here in the game, ready to start off soon with Nameless versus Team Comet. And I am excited for that. Not angry at all. Very, very happy, in fact. I can see here on the Nameless roster, the full roster, Hex, we have Hunter VR, Multi, Niabra, Ducky, and hi, I'm a Goldfish. And hi, I'm Palidore. On the casting and the cams, on the Team Comet side of things, it's Retep Worm, Shoehorn, Menacing Meji, Gucci, and Ariolim. Alright, so all the teams already here and ready to get going soon. Hello to everyone in the Twitch chat there joining. See FMJ 4K stopping by first. Then Vacant A saying, I need games earlier. Don't like waiting till the afternoon. Well, I agree. For me, admittedly, afternoon is like my morning. It's kind of why you see me also sometimes casting those OCE games, because that's like my evening, not my midnight hours, AM hours. But nonetheless, getting ready to start here. Got X-Wing as well in the chat. There's Odd Flaming X12. Welcome back to the stream. Remember you from yesterday. Let's go. Nameless says Twitcher Llama. Or is it Twitcher Yama? Get it? Because name and Spanish. Anyway. So we're going to go to the game. How about that? Getting started here with the first round. I'm going to no doubt be late to the animation, as I quite often am. But we're going to get animated here with the first launch, and it's going to be taken... Well, it's going to be butted and then taken, perhaps, here, up high by Hex. So Hex coming in and swooping through from Ari. Nice grab there, but Multi gets it back here on the wedge and up high to the nest. Couple players now trying to spread out the floor. Good back pass to Goldfish, now taken back by Worm. Retep Worm, that is to say. As, oh, that bounce has a chance. Doesn't go in, but that was very close. Now on the second attempt, it's a him, Ario Lim, for the shot. And getting the first couple points here for Team Comet. Now Team Comet, I believe this is, let me check real quick. Yes, their first stream. This is their third match that they've played in VRML. First stream for them. This is the second one for Nameless. And let's see how they go. And what they do. See Emerald as well in the chat. Hello to Emerald. Keep my shoutouts underway. Comet has a sleek logo. Yeah, they definitely do. Lots of cool logos in the game. I always think it's pretty cool how much time and care people put into the names and the logos for a lot of these teams. I was definitely someone who cared a lot about that stuff. Some people think it's silly, but you know what? I like it. Put a lot of thought into the personality part of things. Also, why I like streaming, because I know everyone puts a lot of care into their logos, their names, and their teams. A lot of team pride, and they're gonna have that shot. But I thought it was wide open. Apparently not. A nice swoop in here, stealing it, and then sending it to the tunnel where Hex will retain that. Now has a teammate right below. If they can attempt there for maybe a boost, will get it eventually. There's a second stack as well, actually overshooting, so they will get it eventually. Still an open goal for a moment, but not a moment too soon. There is Ari in the goal, or Aviz, I'm sorry. I didn't even mean to do that, but anyways, Menacing Meji with the clear, and it will be into the midfield here, where it's taken by, well, tapped out by Team Comet. Just trying to collect that disc here, still in the mid zone. A lot of stuns coming through, as you might be able to hear. All the meanwhile, there's the clear into the trench. Back to the wedge. Princess saying, Pally's up before noon. Crazy. I know. The things I do. I'm just kidding. It's my pleasure. I happen to be awake kind of early 2 days in a row. Yesterday is because I couldn't really sleep. I was too excited for that Oculus Venues announcement. But right here, it's Miabra, or Mia. Told me to call him that yesterday in the chat, although when I think Mia, I think Exhibit from one of our Discord mods. And if you're wondering why Exhibit is called Mia, well, don't ask. There's just history. Not his real name, rest assured. Aviz with the clear. Going to be taken here by Miabra. And going for that bouncer that will just reach the trench. Now there is a player there for Team Comet. They're ahead by 2 points. A few minutes expired. And just trying to tap it back out. X-Wing also saying, didn't think it was possible. What, me being up this early? I mean, it's a fair assumption, but, you know, it happens every now and then. Now, into the Nameless side of the floor here. Still needing to get a score. Might be scored on again, though, with Menacing, trying to look for the pass. So, hands it off to Ariolam, and right back. And Ari getting it over to Avizandum. I hope I'm saying that right. I've just been saying Aviz, just in case. It's a cool-looking name. My pronunciation of it probably less cool. That's okay. To the bottom here of the floor, Menacing Meji with a disc and a nice pass. Second one off the backboard, but there's a midfielder right there. So Aviz will get the disc and up to the nest and driving on in, but a good save and dunk right back. Oh boy, held that up there like a baseball tee almost. So great save in there from Nameless, but just the awareness. Definitely from Retep Worm, and I think it keeps switching between Retep and Retep. I'm pretty sure it's Retep. Either way, point is, Retep wormed his way in. As Miabra launches out, and down by 4 points here for Nameless, needing to get some score. Some score. 4 score. Like I said, a little bit early. Over here, though, a little early to the disc. It's still an open goal. A fader will be caught, and nice alley-oop. Nice recognition there from Ari to Menacing. And they're up here by half a dozen, about 5 minutes in, halfway through this first round. X-Wing saying, I'm going to go play some Echo VR. See ya later. Have fun. That's kind of the thing about watching these streams, huh? You come in, you watch the gameplay, and then it makes it itch to play yourself. I get it. I get it. Granted, I do say that as someone obviously hasn't played all too much in recent months, unfortunately. But I am in a game every day. Multiple, in fact. I'm just watching, talking. But over here, Hex, they're going to be walking up the floor here with a disc now. Goldfish trying to find that pass to the other lane as a miniature pile-up forms just below the island here. Hex gets the disc. So Hex looking across. A good pass here to Goldfish. Goldfish trying to go back up to Hex, unable to reach that pass, and now a little bit of a cluster here on the side wall. A clear, bouncing around and getting stuck in the mid lane. Light boost coming through, and slap back into the blue zone. So I think for Nameless here, just still trying to get those passes working a little bit. Some of the positioning a little bit clumped up at times, but that said, a very nice short-range boost. So Multi receiving that disc has some options, going for the goal instead. Now, of these, almost saved that, so it may have been a three-pointer. Either way, it turned into a 2, and that's a very timely 2 indeed. From Nameless, finally getting to claim this first goal. All right, so just like that, I mean, we have still 1/3 of this first round left. It's a 4-point match. No worries for Nameless. But that said, Ario has been doing a great job here, and the whole team on Team Comet just finding their passes and getting those points when they can. So at the moment, trying to get those boosts together. There it is. So maybe in position for a beautiful goal. Multi is molting hot on that shot, and it's a 1-point match just like that. So going scoreless for 7 minutes or 6 minutes or so for Nameless, and then, you know, snap your fingers, blink an eye, and 1 minute later, it's a 1-point match. So very well done by Nameless here to keep it together. Meanwhile, for Team Comet, they're just going to want to hold on to this disc, not concede a turnover here, and allow the 3rd shot in a row for Nameless. Definitely don't want to give them that kind of rhythm. So as it does float back into the other side, looks like, there you go, Multi with a disc. Now going to go for that bounce. It will just bounce off the cloud. And now just trying to find the stacks here and at least get some boost going on. But definitely looking a little bit more warmed up here is Nameless. And they're in position to take a lead if they can hold on to this disc, just push it up the floor, nice and slowly. They still got 2 minutes left, so some time to work with. Now, that said, there's actually some good defensive coverage going in there from the midfield, so kind of forced into the clear just about as it goes to the side wall. Now, all the meanwhile, it's going to be snagged out by Miabra. Miabra. I only like saying that because it lets me do the whole abracadabra thing, but either way, they're definitely trying to claim themselves one more score, and it would be magic indeed if they can get this to the bow tie. Work it up the floor, has one on the shoulder, one above the backboard, some good defensive coverage from Team Comet. Now over here to Goldfish, driving in from the shoulder, a nice duck through move, maybe in honor of Duck E. But no, because he's a goldfish. Do ducks eat goldfish? Can't be sure. Either or, it's a score, and they're up by 1. So a 7-0 run in the last 2 or 3 minutes here for Nameless after being scoreless for much of this first round. But right back at them now, maybe an open goal, and indeed taking the lead right back. Team Comet, 1 minute left, and that is a very important score. As these teams, both of them now, maybe getting fully warmed up here and feeling good on these boosts and these shots. Senior Loco saying, hey Google, do ducks eat goldfish? What did Google say? Do inform me. Over here on the sidewall, menacing Meji with the clear, slapping it through. A nice leech from Meji as well. A nice punch, doing a little bit of everything. Maybe going to enable his teammates here to get the disc back. Looks like, well, will be the case in the midfield. Actually, no, it's a multi. Not bad. They're not bad at all, though. So 17 seconds left, maybe in position for a round winner here with this pass. So going over to Miabra. Now they have a cutter. They have 2. Needs to get the shot off, get a pass off, anything, but couldn't get rid of the disc. So losing it out here, and then Retap Worm getting a clear, and that will seal it here in that first round. So very tightly played and contested for sure. But yeah, the 1 point, very, very narrow 1 point victory coming in from Team Comet in their stream debut. So they'll be happy to take that as we go over to the score screen and take a look at what it provided. So was a very nice match overall, just even from Retap Worm. You see Menacing Meji and Ariolem all on the scoreboard there. 4 points, 2 and 2 respectively. I'm going to get this one. Avizandum. Avizandum? With 1 save and 2 stuns. Over on the other end, Nameless with the 2 points. It's Goldfish. Hi, I'm a Goldfish. 1 steal, 16 stuns. Miabra with 1 assist and a save. A multi, a few points there, 11 stuns, and Hex with a few stuns as well. But the possession time in between these two teams, not too big separation. 55% to 45%, just about 40 seconds about separating there. Shots taken, same kind of thing. 10 shots for Comet, 7 for Nameless. So, I mean, really nothing too glaring here. It's a very even game. And you can kind of see that just in the, well, the end score itself. So, all right, round 2. Well, let's see. Big John Jimmy, maybe not liking the Nameless logo, just it's a little bit scary. Yeah, a little bit of a horror show, but gotta say, I kind of like it as well. Miabra here has the pass, needing to get back on the scoreboard right here. I mean, again, they had that 7-0. That is to say 0-7 start for Nameless, unable to get into the scoreboard. Perhaps it was 0-6. Either or, though. Once it hit that 3-minute mark, 4-minute mark or so in the first round, that's when Nameless started getting it kind of together. They looked much more warmed up, got a few goals in a row. But yeah, Team Comet did come back. At the moment, though, a very clever pass here, bouncing it, and, oh, the right idea, but just a good cutoff by Retap Worm. But I like the fact that, you know, looking for that nest pass, it was immediate, following that bounce pass as well. But look at the redirects and the stacks. Good mobility from Team Comet as well. So definitely these teams kind of all feeling in a good rhythm and feeling fully warm as they're going for, well, a stun. Menacing being just that, very menacing there on the brawls, but quickly on the boost coming in hot, but flying right past it. So instead, giving a shot maybe to Team Comet. Pass here to Ari, and then over here to Rita. And he gets the receipt. Good assist there. And claiming the first couple in round 2 for Team Comet.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
All right, so with 8:25 remaining here, still plenty of clock to burn.
Teams have cleared the launchers. Orange clears the
Twitcher's saying I made that logo. It's not a bad logo. It's not a bad logo. It's a scary logo, is all. Kind of what nightmares are made of a little bit, but either or. Over here is just an overshoot. What's the inspiration behind that logo anyway? Is it relating to something in real life that I'm just missing, or is it literally just something you conjured up in your nightmares? Because that would make sense either or. Over here, though, Miabra trying to look for that pass over to the shoulder. And one more handoff, and that was a great play. And well, I got to give the hands, that is to say the applause, for tying it up off of what was just very nice, precise passing. Always going to give you some good advantages anytime you can get those cross passes. I mean, why do we call it cross pass and not just pass? Well, because you cross it over side to side. The main thing about that is you're making the goalkeepers just crisscross their heads. You're making them look in every different direction. You're keeping them on their toes. And when you can, cross up a defender, and again, that kind of goes back to a basketball pun. If you wonder where I get a lot of my phrasing, both in terms of just meta words and hold on, that shot almost there, and in terms of just certain casting phrasing that I like to use. A lot of that is indeed from basketball, admittedly, but crossing up the defender essentially, which I think applies to football and soccer and what have you as well. But point is, whenever you can get those great passes in, you cross the defenders up, you're just forcing them to make that extra movement, whether in the body or in the head, and it's much more difficult to compensate as a goalkeeper or as a defender when you just have to shift and twist and turn. At the moment, trying to turn this into a 2-point opportunity, a good triangle forming here right below the goal in the bubble, and offering him some defensive trouble. And it's another good save here, a good clear coming in. That one was a Vizandum, and over on the other end, it's Goldfish getting his hands on it. Sending it through, and does manage to just get past the wedge. It's going to take a bounce, almost a very fortunate one. Still might be yet. Defense all off balance, so a chance here for the backboarded score. Unable to convert on the shot. Rebound, same thing here. Menacing Meji. Oh, dangerous, dangerous. Get it out of there with a slap, and finally gets to go. So tied up here, reaching the just below the 6-minute mark in round 2. And on that pass, just not handling that. I know, and also to the Twitch chat. I knew the moment that I said soccer and football. I should know my audience, right? I should know the time. I know this is a European game. I knew it was coming. I set myself up for that. But fair enough. What I meant to say was football and American handball, I guess. Hex, though, with the disc, the backboard shot, kissing it softly off with that touch. Really nice. I would say, I was never that great with the bounces off that backboard specifically. Other bounces are fine. Bounce passes, fine, whatever. Bounce shots, okay with, but when it comes to specifically those backboard bounces, I just never could get those. Not with the kind of consistency you would want. But in any case, Retep Worm with a disc here for Team Comet. They're down by 2, but they have a chance to tie it right back up, maybe take a lead. Let's see. So going for that backboard, or actually rather the barrier, as some stuns go out. So nice one there to deny the first stack. However, the second one's still there, timely. The goal open, but the overshoot always going to hurt. That said, making him hurt is Multi. Shot is lava. They're up 7-2. And nice rebound round so far as we approach this now 4-minute 25-second mark in the second.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just catching up there. So Twitcher was saying, Twitcher Llama on the logo, just bunched random stuff together and then traced it with a pen tool because you can't draw. Same. I like trying a lot of new things here and there, and I go on these little I guess I binge learn things, right? If I want to do something or learn something new, I always do it in binges. I think same applies for casting, really. But yeah, I did have a. Oh, hold on. Trying the go, maybe. That was going to be almost devastation. That said, getting stunned right there, right outside the catapult zone and into the midfield. But yes, I did have a brief attempted artistic learning binge before. Didn't work out so well for a couple months, though. I mean, I was trying. Wasn't great, but I tried. Right now, trying for a score is Hex. A rebound, trying to pass it off. It was a good idea, but just too close range to really get the reception. Kind of tough catches when it's that close range, and even with that pass being, pretty soft and slow, it's just it's a tough grab for sure. Multi here will grab the disc though off a good stun. Just checking behind and trying to line up a shot, but look at that, out of nowhere. It's Avizendum again. Getting the hands all over the disc, whether it's in the midfield or it's in the goal. But speaking of trying to go for just that, unable to convert. Rebound, sailing past the hands here of a couple players and eventually into the hands of Retep Worm, trying to dodge through the multi-defense. Now, all the meanwhile, Aureolin with the disc over to Avizendum and getting a goal here, important as well, to put them back within 3. So later in this match, kind of an inverse of what we saw about 6 or 7 minutes through the first round, where it was really Team Comet with that heavy advantage and then a late game return. Well, kind of the same thing here, except the opposite way. It's Nameless looking much stronger here in round 2 overall, but that said, Team Comet with some late goals there will just make it a close match still, and especially here if they get that turnover. But unfortunately on the clear, the first attempt at least not through. Now, Menacing Meji does get the second one. There's a stacks pretty quickly as that bounces dangerously close. And just right into the fingertips finally. Maybe a forced pass there. And luckily won't pay for it. But right into the defense now. Kind of walking it in and trying to take it out is Miabra. So Miabra with another pass, but another intercept. So Retep Worm looking to collect himself maybe a goal, but instead just taking a punch, and I'm sure that's not the trade that he wanted. Wants a refund. But regardless, Worm having it stunned and stolen again and again here. So Multi with a lot of punches. And the bounce shot is going to be close and couldn't make the most of that opportunity, but it was a good try and a decent look for sure. Anytime you can get those bounces just above that cloud over there. Which I think is a fairly, does any... I talk about universal geo names. I don't think anyone calls this anything but cloud usually. Yeah, I think I've heard tree. In fact, I think that was an 11.5 thing. But I think most people typically call it cloud. I don't know. But over here, we'll be taken by Goldfish. Like in 11.5, this was tree and root. I think people call it, though, a cloud and what, pebble? Anyway, over to the wedge is Multi with a disc and maybe another 3. And Multi has just been relentless. Not wanting to relinquish anything. 10-4, and a third round is looking very, very likely here very, very soon.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And Synchronic TV saying, I keep forgetting this is live. Well, indeed it is. Or else I wouldn't have been able to do that just now. Unless. No. Here with one more scoring attempt, unable to get that. Miabra will clear it over into the midfield, and that's going to do it for round 2. Nice turnaround and come back here from Nameless, not letting the first round, that narrow loss, discourage them. Always something to give teams props and respect for, of course, anytime you can just turn it around. It's easy to get discouraged, especially in close losses. It's hard to say what's worse, isn't it? A blowout loss or a 1-point loss? Which would you rather have? They both hurt pretty badly for different reasons. I don't know. Just something to ponder over. But we're going to go to the stats. So, let's see here. We got the 2 points apiece for Hex, I'm a Goldfish, and Miabra, all on the Nameless side. As that logo somehow stares me in the eyes. It's doing it, believe me. Now, 3 assists for Goldfish, as well as the 35 stuns. Pretty nice there. Multi with the 9 points, however, leading the way over on Nameless, as well as the 28 stuns. So again, very nice. Over for the blue side, for Team Comet, it's 2 points apiece for Ariolum, Vizandum, and Menacing Meji. Retep Worm with 6 points here. And just, 5 saves. Almost missed that somehow from Menacing Meji. So, nice defense. Give me just a moment so I can hydrate, if you will.
Blue team ready. Round starting in 12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
Okay, starting off on the third and final round. This is for all the marbles, or at least all the discs. Senior Loco saying some people call it Biggie. Never heard that one, but good to know. On the rebound, the reception here, off that joust, 8 seconds in. Multi continues to just be fiery hot, without a doubt. Seems like every goal that's going in over the last 11 minutes now, coming from that player right there. T Wolfo stopping in the chat. Doing well, thank you. How are you? Enjoying me some Echo. Anytime we get to be here enjoying some Echo, and when it's not mid-afternoon where it's just boiling hot in my room, I'm happy. Even when it is boiling hot, I'm happy. Just heat-stroked, but happy. A Retep Worm with a disc, trying to work it up the floor and running some interference. The defense off balance, maybe a one-on-one opportunity, and just taking the pass. Oh, look at that stuffage right there, directly in front of the goal. That was a good handoff on the pass, but yeah, the hand in the just perfect spot to deny it. Now, granted, there wasn't a lot of momentum behind that shot, kind of fading at an awkward angle, but still just a very nice awareness, very nice care on the pass. Care package over there. It's 4 points for Nameless. Very, very nice. Synchronic saying you should be the announcer for everything. Like just in general, like in life, like you wake up in the morning, I say, Synchronic TV has now woken up. He's getting some milk, getting some eggs, getting a little bit of juice in the legs. What does that mean? No idea. As we go over here to the tunnel, taken by Miabra. Now Miabra is going to go over for the bow tie, now to the nest, diving in, but not getting past the brick wall of Ariolim. And over on the side, and to the bottom now, of the corner of the floor. I don't know, I said every direction. Side, bottom, corner. One of them we're going to be correct, rest assured. Over here to the actual corner, Hex is going to go for that goal. Just diving right in on the goalie. 6 points now. Very quick start for Nameless in this round. Only a couple minutes expired, in fact. Senior Loco asking if I'm casting Locos versus Hellbent. Maybe? Is that, when is that exactly? I thought Vertigo and Locos was playing. Am I wrong on that? Anyway, let's see. Taken here, Avizandum going right back to his hands, but nope, getting stunned. So back to the side as these teams, you can see kind of in the background there, just a lot of stuns going in that whole pile. So really enabling this disc to slowly make its way back into the bubble, but oh, somehow not collecting it. Oh, that's a missed opportunity, and Multi is going to punish. Putting a little venom behind that.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Vacant Ace asking what's the weather outside where I live? Hot. That's the only descriptor I need to use. It's the definition of hot. It's hotter, if you can believe it, it's hotter than Multi has been on offense out there. Okay? I mean, we're talking, it's hitting that again, I'm just trying to know my crowd here. I know we're Celsius, right? So roughly about 40 Celsius or so. As Hex attempts for that goal, just a tough angle, will ding off that post, rebounded in a big pile by Ariolim, and going for the mid lane now as the punches get underway. The stack's also underway now. If they get here first for Comet, they might have themselves that three-point shot, but unable to do so, so does roll back into the midfield now and down into the trench. A couple players there all at once. Watch the stuns. and just trying to slap it somewhere and just hoping a teammate will get it. Maybe they still will. Interesting. That was the most indirect self-pass I've ever seen, going kind of every which way and unlikely through the hands, but right back to I'm a Goldfish, getting a clear. It's going to bounce off that top corner. Gonna be dangerous. Always a good chance, but when it goes off those corners to make that score. That said, Retep Worm looking for that clear, but intercepted way up there by Miabra, and right back at him again. So 9 points here and a very, very strong round in this third. After losing the first, Nameless just trying to complete the reverse sweep if they can, as woof. Well, I'm very glad that didn't go in, if nothing else, because my camera angle was a little bit rough. Just kidding. I do nothing wrong on that end. I had a really bad one yesterday on one of the games. Just one of the worst angles I think I've ever gotten ever, in the sense that I missed the entire shot. Over here, it's off the backboard and actually off the corner, bouncing to the side wall. Multi is there for the recovery. They have the impending stack for Team Comet, kind of looming right outside that bubble. You can see pressuring, now getting closed off, so forcing that pass, and it will just bounce off back to the wedge. So down it goes, Multi. Again, the offense, but you know what? Going for the pass. Being a teammate as well, not only capable of the shots and scoring in bunches, but also good awareness, finding the nest pass. You see, Multi was kind of double teamed on the defense there, just all kind of covered. And that's what you got to do. You know, you demand the attention of the defense, saying, okay, well, this guy's making so many points, we better just pounce. And they did. But you know what he did instead? He reacted and he said, okay, well, I got the open teammate since you guys are double teaming. And that's just the balance, the double-edged sword of that. You know, it's not a bad idea to try and close off Multi and what he's doing, but if he's able to make those passes, get the assists, and find the open teammates, all you have to do is shrug your shoulders and say, well, we tried. We tried. Multi here with a disc, and he's definitely trying. And he's finding teammates again up high. There's by the cloud, by the biggie cloud. As Ari gets the clear, but taken by Multi in the midfield. So now playing some defense, just showing a full pocket full of tricks, I suppose. Miabra, in the meanwhile, will be up here at the biggie cloud and just wait and wait and take the time. Finding a pass now to the bottom line as the stuns are unfolding a little bit outside the outer edge of the bubble. You can see the good coverage all around, kind of man-on-man defense being played, but now losing Miabra at the center. Oh, and going off the pole and then off the midst of Ario. That is tough. And look at that just on the replay. Oh, so unlikely on that. Bouncing off and just holding the auto grab, it seems like, and unintentionally a little bit of a slap shot, I guess you'd call it. So on this pass out, nice hit there. Managing to get it over to Ari. Now going for that side pass here, right across to the other side of the bubble, but missing that one, so slapping through to the midfield and intercept by Avizandum, and handing it off here. Just nice give and go, and maybe to the nest, but no, not hitting the receiver. Still, though, some short-range collections. Menacing Meji now going up high, but there's the double on Ario. So going for a nice boost, actually got the leech, and unfortunately got the grab on the Geo, so slowed him down, but just the same, they got slowed down by the barrier. So kind of nullifying, I suppose, as on the other end, the very quick boost, getting back on the defense. Meanwhile, Retep Worm on the offense, being held scoreless here. After scoring 8 points in round 1 and 4 points in round 2, just unable to break through that brick wall. As right now, getting walled off by the goal, but still a collection, and the pass barely missing. Don't worry, I have in fact dinged a dunk before. I don't even think it was a ding. I've just straight up missed a dunk before, if you can believe it. Hex though, undoing the hex and finding the next goal. As time does wind down. 15 points go in favor of Nameless, and they're going to be in position with this final 90 seconds of play to close this out and win here in their second stream. Now for Team Comet, despite the fact that, you know, the third round especially not going the way they wanted here, and on their stream debut, their third game overall, it was still a very nice effort on the whole. We saw some good defense, some great saves going through, the passing in the first round especially. But then, you know, want to know what happened? It was Multi. I mean, it was all of Nameless, but it was also multi. Up to what? Oh yeah, they did reset. So I'll have to wait until we get to the third round score screen to get the full stats for you. But I mean, in this round or two, 8 points. I mean, must have more than that surely, or else I don't even know what to think anymore. I feel like multi scored 20 at this point. But Retep Worm with a chance to score here. First goal, no, just denied by Miabra. So good touch, but just better grab. What can you say? Here it is again, multi. Now going for that very deep shot, and it is almost good. That was a straight arrow, and that would have been just humongous, and what a way to cap it off. But nonetheless, getting a rebound off the backboard, and actually maybe going for that pass instead, but off the nest, rebounded into the bottom, and just off the mark as well. Back to the rebounded hands of Multi. Game disc definitely going to him on that shoulder, though, giving it up to the teammate, and off the head. Not giving up on the plays for Team Comet. But the round will conclude, the match will conclude. It's 18 points in the third round, and it is the victory for Nameless, decisively this time. The first two rounds, supremely competitive, but just, yeah, the shutout in the third. Once they started building that heat and that fire in that second round, they never looked back. So that was a just fantastic job all around. But yeah, this third round taken by them, and you can just see the difference. I mean, over time, look at those orange scores. 7 points in the first round, then 10, then 18. So they completely heated up over time. On Team Comet's side, the opposite. 8 points was their highest score in the first round, then 4, then 0. So just a complete gradual, but complete reversal basically between both teams there on their total outputs. So there you go, multi indeed. There's the 17 points. So that was close, almost 20. 17 points, 3 assists and 2 saves, as well as 50 stuns, leading the way. Actually tied up in the stun category, but either or, leading in just across the board, definitely a anchor for his team. For Miabra was 2 points, 2 assists, 5 saves, very nice. Hi, I'm a Goldfish with the 4 points, 4 assists, and 3 steals, 50 stuns. And Hex with 8 points and 20 stuns. For Team Comet, it was 6 points for Retep Worm, 1 save, 41 stuns, leading the way in the points and the stun department. For Menacing Meji, it's 2 points, 5 saves, 32 stuns, as well as that steal. For Avizandum, it's 2 points, 3 saves, 1 steal, 10 stuns. And then for Ariolim, it's 2 points, 3 assists, 3 saves, 4 steals, and 28 stuns. Now, all around, again, close game up until the end there, and you can see kind of the team stats on the far left and the far right sides. Just, possession time, not that big of a difference whatsoever. The shots taken, not a huge difference, but the assists, a lot of assists going the favor here of Nameless. And a lot of those assists going to, well, you know who. But yeah, as I was saying just before that round ended, talking about Team Comet, the fact that they were playing good defense, and you can see it there. I mean, they've got the advantage on the steals. They've got the advantage on the saves. And yeah, it's just a matter of being able to convert that to the offense, and more importantly, just stop the heavy-handed offense multiple times from Nameless. So it's always the trouble. You can play defense really, really well on one possession, but then if those rebounds come through and you give the other team, a few opportunities at it, they're going to punish you, especially when someone's feeling very, very good in the rhythm on that particular match, like Multi was. But yeah, so that being said, that's the end of that match and the end of this cast. Just checking up what we've got going on. So there is that Vertigo and Locos game that's starting in about 50 minutes from now. Not 15, 50, just to clarify. I would give you a time, but off the top of my head, I can't convert it for you guys over there. But it will be 11:30 Pacific time, which is to say 2:30 Eastern time, which is to say 7:30 BST? Maybe? Maybe. Either or. Alright, so I've been Palidore, this has been VRML. Thank you guys for watching and for chatting and being all engaged and interactive. Shout out to Alex as well, Klex Official, Swirl, and there's Sir Dimwee. Aha! I got it. I was right. 7:30 BST. That's what I said, right? I'm pretty sure I said that. I'm so proud of myself. I did it. I'm happy. All right. Anyway, that'll do it for me. So again, I've been Palidore. This has been VRML. Be happy, healthy, safe, and good to each other. I'll see you pretty soon, Dimwee. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Later, Jackson Jills.